I promise you, this will be the realest video I ever wrote, I ever spoke. J. Prince, I want to address you. I've heard stories about you for decades, how thorough you are. And personally, at 54 years old, you 54 years old, and you had all these years on this earth, and you ain't did nothing for our people with your strength.
One of the things that you've always been known for is helping these young men who have been lost, who feel like there's no hope, go ahead and find a place to work, and to always be supportive of that.
To me, your reputation is mud. You don't deserve no respect.
Every time I talk to anybody from Houston, from the 713, old, young, in between, they speak so highly of you, brother, and what you've done in that community.
I built a recreation center.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? The Prence Complex, which consists of a full-court basketball facility, weight room, computer room, boxing gym, you know, different things I felt was important.
What's the point of you being tough when there's no benefits for your people?
I just wanted to talk about what you've done in not just Fifth Ward, but for the city of Houston, specifically the black community, bro.
Even when Hurricane Katrina came with New Orleans, you know, we opened up the facility and, you know, housed, you know, those guys for a month.
James Prince opened the doors to the Prince Boxing Complex today. In part, an annual basketball tournament that took on new meaning since the hurricane. Hundreds of people poured into the facility on Jensen Drive to find that temporary relief from the devastation. They also found resources they not have been able to find in their individual communities.
You know, we do so many things, you know, such as Turkey Day, you know, feed the homeless, Thanksgiving, you know, give away turkeys, Christmas, you know what I mean, toys, and, you know, the list goes on and on.
You lived 54 years for nothing.
Myself, along with all the homies, we got together. We consider ourselves foot soldiers. You know what I mean? We foot soldiers against this terrible Hurricane Harvey, and, you know, we just want to support our people, man.
You a sellout, a sucker, and you ain't worth shit.
What gave you that heart to be so giving to people instead of worried about getting for yourself?
Yeah, well, I think, you know, to much given, much is required.
Yes, sir.
I will personally let you pay for my ticket to go all the way to your hometown and spit dead in your face.
This social media is, you know, this is...
Do y'all understand what the Mollies and the Perks is doing to these young boys? But you don't hear J. Prince's voice at all on none of this stuff.
I like to see less pill popping.
Most of all, don't kill yourself. You know, and I hear all this pill popping going on right now. You know what I mean? Don't commit suicide.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Right. So you can't reach your peak.
Yeah.
Drug anonymous classes. Just a lot of different ways that I could give back to my hood that has given so much to me.
This is why they get the bag and they leave the hood. They leave you in the hood. They don't do nothing for the hood.
But what we see from you is you stayed in your environment and you built it up and you helped so many people.
It's a terrible thing when our people make it out the hood and then disown the hood. So for all of you that make it, embrace your hood, build community centers in your hood. That's keeping it real.
You know, I always tell people I would rather be dead than to abandon my community.
You do a lot in that community, man.
The Alphabet Boys, for example, one of the main things they wanted me to do is disown where I'm from and not affiliate in the hood. In other words, don't go back. Disown that and we good with you. And my answer and statement to them is I'd rather be dead.
That's word to my mama. I wish I could tell you in your face you ain't shit.
They came at you on some whatever it may be, BS,
Yeah.
and you're still giving back to that community, still rolling. I just want to, just from man to man, from brother to brother, man, I want to say thank you, man,
Hey, my
for everything
pleasure,
you do
bro.
in the community out there in Houston.
Yeah.
And I respect any gentleman that does that, any black man that does that in their town, their hometown.
Yeah.
It's much love, bro.
I have no respect for you. And I would personally fly out to where you at. You pay for the ticket. I'll get on that flight and tell you dead to your face in front of your whole crew, just me by myself, that I have no respect for you.
This social media is, this is...
You have to sell your soul to be in that music industry. They're not men of God.
You got God first, you got family, you got work, then you got church. That's Southern style. Them East Coast boys don't know nothing about this recipe I'm giving you.
I feel sorry for a person that don't understand the power of God and prayer.
I just wanted to be known that I love God.
All these J Princes out there said nothing about to stop the violence. He said nothing about this gang on gang violence that's going on all over the place.
I see a lot of this red and this blue, this killing taking place, and there ain't no substance to it. They done contaminated the South with this crippling blood shit. That's irrelevant, man. That's nothing.
That coward ass, old ass nigga. I'm not scared of J Prince. I'm not scared of his money. I'm not scared of his muscle. And I'm not scared to tell this dude that he's a bozo.
This social media is, this is...
I sat back and watched that little bastard of a son that you raised, J Prince Jr. Oh, you ain't going out there. You ain't going out there to J Prince. No, I ain't going out there because he ain't asked me to go out there. And he ain't going to ask me to go out there. But it is what it is. I'm pretty sure he going to see what I had to say, and I mean what I said. I mean this video from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. Peace, people. Title of this video is, why did HASSAN Campbell apologize to J Prince? It's simple. Because I listened to myself and I sounded way out of line. I went a little bit too far. There was no reason for me to go that far. That situation wasn't my situation. It was none of my business.
This social media is, this is...
Listen, it's obvious that the boy Hassan is doing stuff for views and clout. His fans quick to call us that make videos on him clout chasing when this man claimed the fame, or YouTube, as he called himself, a big YouTuber, was putting spit on another man's private parts, which is Bambaataa, no homo. Now, you notice how he said he's going to spit in J Prince's face. Now, he's good at spitting, because it's obvious he was spitting all over Bambaataa's fuck stick, no homo. So, it is what it is with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's done something for the community, then it's obvious he's done something for the Hershey Highway community by making these fuck sticks spit. Now, as y'all saw in the beginning part of this video, a shout out to the brother that put it together. I put his information in the description box. Hypocritical behavior, how he calls out people and say they don't do nothing for the community, while at the same time he's not doing nothing for the community. You're talking about people setting examples for the youth, but you won't hear threatening Burger King ladies. You won't hear threatening YouTubers, trying to take people's livelihood from a YouTube video, things of that nature. Like, that don't even make sense, man. Like, anybody with a brain gotta see that the man's fraud and that he's only on here for attention, views, and money. That's it. He could care less about a Bambaataa because he was in a relationship with Bambaataa. That's obvious. When it was time to really go down on that man, he chose to do otherwise. But yet, he'll come at a person that has nothing to do with him, that's doing things for the community. And he knew saying he was going to spit in J Prince's face was going to get a lot of buzz. He knew that was going to get him a lot of views. And that's why he did it. He'll sell himself for views. I mean, come on. This is the same individual that got on someone's show, podcast, and talked about his own son because his son chose to be a transsexual. Yeah, right, wrong, and different. Yeah, that will make you feel some type of way as a man. Yes, I agree. But at the same time, it's still your son, or your daughter, or son, whatever you want to call it. Whatever, that's still your son. He was born a male. He just chose to be a female. So that's still your flesh and blood.